You made a choice that a lot of people did not agree with, but something told you to stick with your guns. And now this choice that you made is leading to your success. This is a quick message from the universe. Chosen one. Chosen one. You've been going through spiritual warfare with your thoughts. You recently had some big decisions to make, or you have a decision to make right now. This could be a move. This could be whether or not you want to, you know, rebrand yourselves, leave the business, get into another, career path, um, decisions, relationships, whatever, right? You recently came into a situation, or you're in this situation, and you have to make a choice, chosen one. And see, the thing is, what we have to start understanding, understanding, and overstanding about the mind and how it receives information and why. A lot of times when we get these thoughts of choices, and we get the thought to do, that first thought that we get, right? You have to really recognize what that is. Because what you have to know is everything in this reality happens for a reason. And this reality is, mm, I don't like to I don't like to say that this reality is where it's like everything is already set in stone, where you can't change nothing, because that's not true. But this reality operates in like a coded, like you're constantly being guided through navigation. And then when you're met with choices dictate different things that can possibly render or possibly happen in life, right? Different timelines or different experiences, right? And so what you need to realize is when things hit your head, when thoughts come into your mind, especially things that come into your mind based upon you accomplishing something, or you doing something, a new idea that could possibly lead you to some type of success, this is for you, right? A lot of these ideas that come into our mind will literally change our mind. We just don't take if we sit back and we think about all the times that we have not succeeded in life, when we had these ideas come into our minds where we say, yo, I want to do, I want to be a musician, or I want to be an artist, or, I want to be this, I want to do this, right? And what happens is when you think these things, right, a path is laid out. And a lot of times we don't succeed because, one, we never actually start. We never take the steps to actually start the process of things that we want to do. And what happens is these intrusive thoughts come, procrastination. I'll do it later. I don't got the right things that I need. I need a better camera. I need this. I need that. I don't got the things to go. So I'm gonna just start when I get it. Procrastination. We don't attempt it and we keep pushing it off. Or sometimes we'll start it and then life will send uh, a relationship or a job opportunity, some type of distraction. And so we end up neglecting the ideas that have came naturally to us to follow distractions that were sent to us to deter us from what we were doing. And then other times, you know, we fall into bad loops and we make bad decisions and things get destroyed before they can even start. But what you got to understand and understand is, chosen one, that idea that came to your mind is yours. And if you stick with that idea, it will lead to wherever success that you see. See, that's spiritual warfare when all those distractions and all those things hit you right when you get an idea. It's trying to stop you. You got to understand when things hit your mind, that means it's yours. It wouldn't have came into your mind if not. This reality is coded. We all not getting the same exact ideas and thoughts because we all have different paths and different ways in which we came here to experience life. Well, you recently had a decision that came to you, chosen one, a choice that something, an idea that came to you. And when you consulted with people about this idea, a lot of people didn't want you, didn't believe, or didn't think that that was a good idea. They're like, no, telling you, nah, I don't think you should go there, or maybe you shouldn't stay. Maybe this is not gonna work. That I don't know. Maybe you should stick with what you're already doing, man. You got guaranteed money. We don't, it's no guarantee that what you're trying to do is going to work. A lot of people around you, chosen one, they didn't agree with your decision or your choice. And so you got a lot of thoughts about not to do it. But chosen one, you stuck with this choice and you just did it. And you made the move regardless. And now what you're starting to witness is how your life upgraded so fast. Somebody didn't know for sure if they were supposed to move somewhere and they just did it. And now their life is upgrading. They're getting opportunities. They're making more money than they ever made. Somebody had a choice to leave a relationship or to stay in a relationship. And the relationship was tearing them down. They wasn't seeing any growth. Even if the relationship was all right, they just wasn't seeing growth. And so they had to, they realized that that was a distraction. And so they let the relationship go to focus on themselves. And now they are gaining success. Chosen one, a lot of people did not agree with what you thought to be real. A lot of people did not agree with what came into your mind. A lot of people didn't agree with the choices that you was going to make. But see, what you're starting to understand and overstand and understand, chosen one, is that you can't make choices based on other people's point of views. You have started to develop what I call main character mindset, meaning you understand that everybody's not a main character in your storyline. Everybody's not a main character in your reality. There are some beings who are only a part for specific roles, chosen one. They only exist because you chose to come into the matrix. Point blank. Listen, this is gonna go over some people's heads, man. Everybody is not that type of being that I'm speaking to, but to the conscious beings that are online, you understand how you are put here. But chosen one, you don't make decisions based on other people's opinions no more, because you understand that things that come to you for a reason. You're starting to realize that everything that you want to do will be completed as long as you stick to it. And you're starting to also understand how to fight back in spiritual warfare by stopping the intrusive thoughts from stopping you from completing or finishing things that you want to do. Chosen one, the recent decision that you made to stick to your thought process and your ideas and trust in the things that come to you has set you up for major success.